Hello and welcome to the Nordic KeyForge podcast. We are here for episode 61, an extra special episode for everyone today because we are going to be revealing the Grim Reminder spoiler cards, exclusive spoiler cards that have been entrusted to us by Ghost Galaxy. So this extra special episode is going to be a little bit shorter, a lot shorter, but we are going to be kind of diving into these cards as much as we can in the time that we have. But I'm here joined today by these beautiful people around me on the screen here because we are doing video and we are doing voice as well. So if you're just listening to the voice, find us on YouTube and have a look at the video as well and the tidy rooms that we have behind us. I am joined here today by Carl Algernon, beekeeper. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, all good.
You good? I've also got Jonas, the hydrophilic attack. He's keeping hydrated? Feeling good?
Yeah. I mean, I've been very sick for over a week. That's why I missed recording the last episode of the podcast. But now I'm finally feeling better. We'll see if my voice holds up. But it's a short one, so it should
hopefully
be
okay. It does. And like everyone watching, he doesn't look that sick because I photoshopped a bit of color onto his face post production. So what we're saying, man, he's looking.
Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. I feel sorry for him.
It's good. We love you anyway. And we have Linus Lenusu, formerly known as Mr. K-pop. How you doing, Linus?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
Fantastic. Awesome. And we have the half of our podcast crew have booked their tickets to America for the KFC conference. Woohoo! I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
Yep. Feeling excited? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So without further ado, let's dive into our first segment. How was your Forge night? No, I'm joking. We're not going to waste time with that now.
I want to see some cards.
You want to see some cards? So do I. Let's get that first card up on the screen. We are going straight into Brobnar, and we have a card called Plummets. And the Plummets is an action card, and it says play, discard your hand, deal 1 damage to each creature for each card discarded this way. I'll leave it open to the floor. How are you feeling this card, guys? Don't all speak at once. It's great.
Personally, I like this card a lot. I like this kind of weird efficiency that you can get. So let's say you have played a bunch of Brobnar creatures.
Yeah.
You play the house again. You reap with them. You play one other Brobnar card, and then this, and you can refill your hand again, just to begin with. And then, of course, all the synergies you have with discarding stuff in this set. I think this can be very fun. And then the damage on top as a bonus. So, but for me, this card would be fine even without any damage, even almost
without any damage. Oh,
yeah, I mean, like in some cases, it would be better without damage, right? Because you damage all creatures. But since it's Brobnar, maybe you have high enough power to actually survive while your opponent doesn't. I really like it as well.
From the cards we have seen so far, there are a fair number of creatures with 6 or 7 power that will survive even if you deal 5 damage with this. So,
yeah.
I feel like it's also interesting because it says discard your hand, so you can't even have the possibility of choosing. Okay, I'm going to discard 2 and to deal 2 damage and keep the 1 card that I like to keep. It's actually you play your Brobnars you want to play, and then you play that and discard everything.
Yeah.
I think that will be controversial. I know some people don't like that kind of effect. Like Martian makes bad allies, for example, in the first set was considered a bad card for a really long time before
that's
people
the one
understood.
Where you purge all the other creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was considered. Now I think people understand it's a good card because people understand the game better. But
exactly. I agree.
But a lot of people back then thought it was bad.
It also feels very fitting for a Brobnar card with like an efficiency type effect to be that like blunt and not like pick and choose. It sort of fits with the Brobnar theme, I think.
And I also like the flavor text. It fits also the Brobnars. Did they know they weren't wearing parachutes?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, like are they being thrown out of a Skyborn ship? Is that it?
No, I don't think so.
I think so. I think it's a little hint for the future there. It must
The
be.
future.
Well, I don't think they're being thrown out. I think they are diving.
They're diving. It looks like they're diving. It's
Yeah,
plummeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are diving, but they are like different. Like you have a Shadows creature, you have a Soren creature.
Saurian Dis. Yeah.
But I mean, if they're referring to Skyborn thing, and we go to the Green Reminders updates, right? There's no Saurian house, so I'm wondering what house that is representing, because I assume it's like Mars, Shadows, this, Brobnar, and then that one is could be what Equidon? Equidon? No, not Equidon.
Yeah, I mean, we could be looking a little bit too closely into the artwork there, because at the time of recording, this is like an hour after the Ember Skies has been released on the GameFound, and so we've got information about the Ember Skies and the Sky Pirates and everything as well. So I think we're just really excited about that.
But it is an airship, and like they have been hinting at for future sets before in card art. So
yeah, I mean, we've seen the Red Baron as the anomaly there as well. But this card, I like this card, and you guys have talked about a little bit of this just now. But the versatility and the flavor of Grim Reminders, where you're getting you have more choice over what you're discarding. I mean, you want to be haunted. Haunted is a good thing from what we've seen from the spoilers before now. So you want to get there. However, you have a choice of how you get there, and do you want to trash or discard the cards in your hand to get there, or do you want to do that? Whereas the Tide, you didn't have full control over the Tide. Okay, that was a huge cost. Was the cost worth it? Maybe, maybe not. And the token creatures, you had no control over what was being made into a token. Now you can choose, okay, is now the time to discard the card? Is that cost going to be too big, too little? And the cost will be different every game you play. So being able to discard your hand and how much you do, like you can do a board wipe with one Brobnar card in your hand and play your board. So this has got a lot of versatility to the game, I think.
Yeah, but if you ask me, I like this card.
Yeah,
and also 5. Compare this to the Volcano, which is 4 damage to each creature and gives you 2 chains. This empties your hand and deals 5 damage to everything if you just play it. So
yeah,
so it feels very strong. I mean, it's an uncommon instead of a common, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
I also like that it's an uncommon, because you don't want many cards probably at the same time. Then it's like you're discarding one of them with the other one.
I mean, Hydra made a good point there. I didn't even consider the efficiency value of this as well. Like the efficiency is huge for this. So this is a very, very good card.
Yeah.
Cool. Do we want to move swiftly on to card number 2?
Let's do it.
We have an untamed creature, the Witch Queen. 4 power, 0 armor. She is a leader, a human, and a witch. She reads, each other friendly witch creature enters play ready. Okay, you guys ready for this? Because this next bit I think is absolutely fantastic. While Witch Queen is in the center of your battle line, each other friendly witch creature gains skirmish, elusive, poison, and destroyed. Return this creature to its owner's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a witch if you ever saw one, right?
Sorry, this is what?
This is a witch if you ever saw one. Right?
Which witch?
This witch.
Yeah.
She can't live, right? We also have Witch of the Eye reprinted in this set. So just like the first half of the text is actually like the stronger one, I think. Each other friendly witch creature enters play ready. So you can have Witch of the Eye enter play ready. And that part is then she's not needed to be in the center as well. So
I think that's the thing that makes her strong. Like the other part is just bonus, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But even that part is maybe a bit awkward, because if you don't have that many witches in your deck, probably this will add one witch, like Mercy, Malkin Queen added a cat. in mass mutations.
True.
But the
Hopefully,
witches,
sorry.
yeah, I mean, usually there are only two. Two is the most common number of common witch creatures in
Yep.
Untamed in the set so far. So I think on average you will have maybe this card and one witch you would have gotten otherwise, and maybe one witch pulled in. So in total, it's like two witch creatures that enter play ready. It's not that many, so you need to like draw them at the same time as you draw her, basically, because otherwise she's dead
Yeah.
before you
Yeah,
get to use
true.
the effect.
Yeah.
But it's still like a really strong two
Yeah,
card
it's
combo
still
then.
really strong, but
So
it's a bit inconsistent. Is the point I
Yeah.
will make. Though on the other hand, I think it's helped also by the fact that they are reprinting quite a few recursion cards in Untamed. They are reprinting
Exactly, I was thinking about
regrowth,
that.
so you
The
can
whole
regrowth your Witch of the Eye and play her, and then
Yeah.
play your Witch of the Eye and get back your regrowth and play another witch or whatever you want to do.
I mean,
So
and that
Yeah.
there, Jonas, is something that makes me really excited about Green Reminders, because you're going to be discarding your cards, and then if you've got these witches coming in that you can like pull a card from your discard pile into your hand, it's like your discard pile becomes an archive that you can just pull a card from in many ways. And so you're not only discarding to get to Haunted and get through your deck, you're discarding to manipulate your deck and your game in a different way than we've seen before. Archiving isn't going to be as important because now we have our discards to play there. So it'll be interesting to see how many more witches that they are going to reprint in this set.
for sure, I'm even more interested in seeing. For sure, they're going to have one new common witch to combo with this. I guess they will not just have reprinted ones.
No.
So I wonder what will that be? What will be the new common witch that probably will have a good reap ability or fight ability to
Yeah.
make it work with coming in ready. So I'm really kind of excited to see what that is.
Yeah, it must be, because if it's giving a witch skirmish, but skirmish is the important thing there, though, because you can't play a witch, fight,
Yeah.
it
Get it
come
back
off,
to your hand.
get back to your hand, and then come back out. So it stopped one of those combos unless you can do something to damage it outside of that. But there could be some other combos.
I mean, you have
involved
the
here.
no, that's not a combo. Sorry, I thought I had a combo, but never mind. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's
But I
fine.
think I also thought about that, and I like that they thought about that and added the skirmish.
I agree. I thought
Yeah,
that too.
yeah.
But then I think the ability is not that part of the ability is not going to be relevant that often, because
No.
Yeah.
elusive and hazardous or what it was is only
Poison.
going really
Yeah.
to be relevant on your opponent's turn, and then they can quite easily make sure she's not in the middle before they try to attack the other witches. So
Yeah. Or just attack her instead. I mean,
yes,
that's like the protection for. Um, then maybe you get your Witch of the Eye or whatever to live another turn because they sort of
that's true.
waste the turn attacking the leader witch.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the extent of the ability, I think.
Yeah.
But I like the first part just to get these really
Yeah.
high impact creatures coming in ready, and as a small 2-card combo or something.
But I think there's another interesting implication of this card, and it's that it's a leader card with the ability to stay in the middle of the battle line and to give a special effect. And Untamed already have one. Now
Yeah.
they're getting a new one. Does that
That's
mean
cool.
every house will have a new leader, or
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I like that speculation. I have hope for that speculation.
that would be fun?
Yeah.
We can hope.
Yeah,
That would
I
be a
also
lot of
hope we
fun.
can see leaders for like an Equidon leader or Geistoid leader. Would be interesting to see what they would look like.
And unfathomable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So are we happy with this card? Are we pleased it's in the set?
Oh yeah.
I am very happy with this card. More
I think
so
it's a
than
very fun and cool card. I am not sure if I think it's super good, but but I think it can be very good, and it can really make your deck fun to play. So I'm mostly happy. Less
Agreed.
happy than Plunge.
Yeah.
but still happy.
Yeah. And the question will always remain: if you have the Witch Queen, it will be which witch will the Witch Queen hitch along with it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And which will they reprint? Besides which of the eye is also an interesting question. We shall see, I guess.
Yeah. Any more witch questions? Any more witch puns, please? Okay. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, then that's kind of the end of our little short episode here for our spoilers. Thank you guys so much for kind of popping in and enjoying this experience with me. Thank you for tuning in and watching this. The GameFound campaign is open. We're over 200,000 at the time of recording. It's only going to get higher. There's going to be loads of stretch goals coming out as well. So if you're interested, if you want to go and check that out and pledge, we have a special link in our bio, in our show notes, in our YouTube notes, underneath the screen here. Please click on that and go through and put a pledge in whatever you can. And yeah, we are excited for Grim Reminders, and we're even excited for Ember Skies as well. So that's great, and thank you.
Exchange as well.
We're very excited for Winds of Exchange, and we're very excited for even more opening more Winds of Exchange decks as well. And we're going to be diving into that in the upcoming episodes as well. So come and tune in. We're on all good podcast on your normal podcast providers. So come and find us and. Cool. Until then, thank you, Ghost Galaxy, for this opportunity. Thank you, all of you, and thank you for everyone to join in. Forge on and prosper. See you later. Bye.
Forge on and prosper.
Stay classy.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.